All right, I'm on hole number 8 of the 2019 Christmas tournament and Wednesday's qualifying round in the Rookie Division. If you're not already a subscriber, I'm only 12 subscribers short of 400. So if you're not a subscriber and you want to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button down below. All right, let's go to Golf Clash. I can't say Golf Clash Notebook because the Golf Clash Notebook doesn't have their stuff up. All right. The real way, if you've got any problems on this hole, if you have lower developed stuff and you end up in any kind of trouble up here in the top, you are SOL in capital letters. Let me tell you, SOL if you're up here and you're in trouble with lower developed stuff. So you can try and bleed through and end up out in this area, but you do have a difficult shot. With my lower developed count, here is a guaranteed get up there, and I picked up the eagle on this twice in my lower developed count, is taking a QB 100% accurate club and laying up right up here at the top. I'm not trying to get max distance. I'm not having to use overpower. I'm taking the wind out. I'm just trying to lay it up out here in the middle. Okay? You're getting your ball guide, so it's going right in the middle of this fairway. You can hit a 2-ring great to the left or the right, and guess what? You'll still end up in the fairway, and you've got a great long iron shot to the cup. And I'm doing a 40% wind adjustment. And from up here, I'm at max club, and I'm doing a 40% wind adjustment. If you're down in this area right here, and I've hit down here with this account several times with a Titan, where I blasted down into that area. Okay, so then I brought a 5-power ball here. First, and I've hit this several times with a 5-power ball, but here's what I got with the best result, and this is the best result that I've got with the 5-power ball. I started off on this side right here because I got more room. So I went from the tee box. Let's pull back a little. I went from the tee box here. I'm coming down in this area, so I'm like this. So I'm trying to cover this angle. And I hit a 2-ring great to the right, and I ended up going through the middle of this fairway. So if I would have hit it perfect, I probably would have bled off into the sand. So I do need to look at where I'm setting up out here, and I need to be a little bit more to the right in order to open that up so that I can get through there. So I put on max. I've got an EM9, which kind of matches up with an Apocalypse. When you get at level 3, level 4, as far as top spin goes, you're starting to match up with it a little bit. So if you got an extra or an Apocalypse 3 or 4, you could, kind of match up with this. Probably 4, or you're right, you're right there. And you've got a little bit more curl, so you can open this up. So what I did was I hit out into this area, and I got through the fairway, and I got on the green, and it had just enough speed that it rolled up the top of the backboard here, and it looked like it was going to stop and then roll back down to the cup, and it kept going, and it rolled off the back, and it ended up in the water. So it is possible to drive the green in 1. I just got to get the top spin right. And I'm going for it because I want to try and get on this in 1. This pitch from down here at the bottom to try and get on there is a big wind adjustment. Big. You are way down in the hole. From up here down to that cup, you are way down in the hole. So if you're up here at the top, I've been doing a 40% wind adjustment, but I'm going to go, I may, as the tournament goes on, go, hey, because I've been successful with my lower level account here, I may lay it up here, take my 40% wind adjustment, go straight out. I think the wind's going with us here. So it's, you've got a shot up here, and you don't risk getting caught up and then not being able to get up there, or getting behind this trussel or trellis or whatever you want to call it, bridge, obstruction. But I'm still practicing, even though we're in the qualifying round. So I'm gonna try it one more time. I've got to get it out of my system. And I'm gonna bring my extra mile and my accurate stuff, and I'm gonna bring a snow globe because I want these 3 side spin. Now let's see if I have a 5-power ball that's got 3 side spin and some kind of wind, and I don't think that ball exists. And if it does, I probably don't have it in my bag. And I probably could come at it with a 4-power ball, and I'd have a lot more options. But I'm going to try it one more time, and I think that is the only 3 side spin one that I have. So I'm going to bring a snow globe, and we're going to try this out. Snow globe, extra mile. Because if I can end up on the green, I'm not going to worry about the wind, because all I have to do is make a putt or a short chip if I'm just on the fringe. But that pitch from out there in the field is tough. Playing Lee. This is the biggest risk that I've taken in the whole tournament right here, because this is a hole that you can get in trouble on. Okay, so max, I want to be over here. I'm going to put maximum curl and however much topspin or side spin I can get, try and get that ball. Let's see if I can put just a little teeny bit more topspin on it. I don't want to put it all on there because I know if I hit it right with all, that's too much. Okay, so the wind is blowing me forward 2-6. So I'm going to come out here, open that up just a little. I'm going to use that wind to my advantage. And I am. And it one ring great to the right. Didn't get quite the bounce I was looking for there. I needed to be a little bit to the left where the fairway over on this side is narrower. So where I hit it at, I'll have to go back and look at that. But that was with the wind in. Now on the one-on-one, I may have left the wind in and had like a 5-mile-an-hour wind, and so that's why I got so much extra push. But it looks like with 2.5s in that neighborhood wind, I probably could have put more of the topspin on, and my opponent is in big trouble. Oh my. So let's hope I can make this and help them out. So I'm in my rapier. I'm right at maximum club, and that's 1.3 per ring. Put just a little bit of backspin on it just to whoa it up. Right up on the cup. I'm going to do, that's as close as I can get. I'm going to do a 40% wind adjustment. So that's going to be 1.2. So that's going to be 4.4. And that's a perfect 1, 3, 3, 3, 9. It's 3 rings and some. It's just a matter of trying to hit this perfect. Hit one ring great to the left. It lagged a little on. Ooh! And that would have been in the hole. So 40% wind adjustment still going to work even from down there. So 40%, I need to make sure and write that down. So that's hole number 1 and hole number 8 that I was just right outside the cup on those shots. But this is a risky shot, because if you catch that wrong and you catch it to the left instead of the right, I could end up in exactly the same spot my opponent was in, and that is bad. And you don't want to end up behind that pillar either. Now they do have a shot, a straight in shot from there, but I'm as much as I want to go for it up there, I'm still, unless I can get that shot down where I'm on the green, I'm gonna have to take that chip in shot, and that chip in shot is just as easy 40% wind adjustment with a club up at the top, and the layup shot to the top is risk free. So I still haven't fully committed to how I'm going to play this hole. And the reason I haven't fully committed is when you're on a par 4 and you have the opportunity to drive the green in 1, you have to explore that. Now, you may go out there and do the layup shot at the top, which I really do think is probably the best way to go. And then let some idiot like me come out here and burn par 5 balls trying to see if we can get on the green. That's really the way to go. I mean, the truth be told, that's the way to go. But I'm going to continue to work that to see if I can get on the green in 1. As long as I don't epic fail and end up where I'm out of bounds, where I can still get up there and get my birdie and move on. If I can catch that one time in the weekend round, if I can get an eagle on that hole. But here's the stuff that I weigh sometimes when I do these. Like sometimes people will go, well, how come you're not doing this? Because like people are getting hole-in-ones doing this, or people are getting eagles doing this. And here's the thing. Sometimes this is what I weigh. I know that I can land up here every single time, 100% of the time. I mean, it's got to be 99.99% of the time I'm going to be in the fairway up here. It's that easy with a 100% accurate club. Okay? Just end up right here. Straight in shot to the green. Straight in shot to the green. Straight in shot to the green. This spot right here, you can come out here, and once you take this shot 1 or 2 times, you'll know that you bring your QB or your rock. You put on 3, 3.5, 4 topspin, however much it happens to be. You're going to end up in this spot every single time. Hit it great to the left, you're just a little to the left. Hit it great to the right, just a little to the right. But you're in this spot every single time, every single time, every single time. And that means you're taking this shot every single time. And this shot right here, you still have to make a 40% wind adjustment. You're with the long iron. Okay? You brought the long iron that has the best ball guide and the most accuracy, backbone, grizzly. Okay? And you're taking this shot. So your shot of getting an eagle, you're getting the same shot every time, every time. And so you can start to dial this in. So there's a good chance that you may pick it up twice. You may pick it up once. You may not pick it up, but you gave yourself a serious shot every single time. You take this max overpower shot, and one time you're where I'm at. And you got a great shot at it. The next time you end up out here in the sand, or you end up behind the pillar, or you end up in the drink. The next time you're on the green making a putt. And so it can be very inconsistent. You're using max overpower. You're having to use a monster ball. You're having to put every single thing your club has on it, and you've got to hit it perfect. And even if you hit it perfect, there's no guarantee it's going to go where you want. So risk versus reward. We're taking a risk here that we could get up on the green and want to take a putt, because that's the reward. But here, as far as consistency, if I took that shot with a power 5 ball going to the green, how many times in 100 I would shoot an eagle? It's got to be below 50%, because it's probably only going to be like 60 or 70% of the time I'm going to actually not be in the rough. Not that I still can't get an eagle with my rough iron or my sand wedge, but there's also the opportunity to epic fail and end up out of bounds or behind the pillar. Whereas when you hit up here, you're going to have 100 times out of 100 times where you get this shot. And so your odds over the course of 100 shots of actually getting an eagle are going to be higher, because here you had the shot every time. This other way, it's kind of hit or miss. So in the qualifying round and in the opening round, I will probably continue to explore that power 5 shot. But I really think in the weekend round that this is going to be a hole, and I may do it in the opening round. I'm going to commit one way or the other here real soon. I'm going to go back and watch all these videos and really kind of look at them. But I will probably end up committing to up here, just because I think percentage-wise, your shot is better if you lay up at the top and you avoid all that risk. And if you have a lower developed stuff, I'm 100% you need to lay up at the top. All right, that was hole number 8 of the 2019 Christmas tournament and Wednesday's qualifying round in the rookie division. Thanks for watching.